Welcome back. Levi and I are hijacking the camera today. Are you excited? All right.
What are we going to be doing?
We are going to answer some of our most frequently asked questions. Let's go. Can you get my shoes for me too? Thanks.
Our most common question is why Kenya?
Hey, Betty.
Hey. Hey, Daddy. Why
Yes.
Kenya?
Why Kenya? Why are we moving to Kenya? All right, so why are we moving to Kenya? So a few years ago, I started to feel called into full-time ministry in some capacity, and I really thought that the path was going to take me down the road to becoming the pastor of a church. However, I got lots of opportunities to preach. Started taking seminary classes and working on a degree to that end, and I was even an interim youth pastor for a time. But the more I preached, I enjoyed preaching and I enjoyed doing that, but the more I did it, the less called I felt to be a pastor full-time.
About that time, our pastor came out to the house. His name is Will, and he came out to the house to buy some lumber from Wes. And while we were waiting on Wes to get ready with the lumber, Will and I sat down at this picnic table right here. It's where it all started, and I shared with him that we were going to be moving to New Orleans for Wes to finish his degree. And he asked me, well, when is he going to be finishing? So I told him May 2025. Then he asked exactly what the degree was, and I told him. And his response was something I wasn't expecting. He said, that's interesting. That's about the time there will be an opening for a position at Lighthouse for Christ in Mombasa, Kenya. Well, that caught me off guard because missions was not something we had ever talked about, really. We had both been on short-term mission trips, but we had never talked about long-term missions.
No, you had been to Africa once, but I had never been to Africa. It was always South America.
Yeah. So he got the lumber, he left. After he left, I told Wes, I was like, well, Will said something to me. And so I told him everything that Will had said.
And we had different reactions about this.
Yeah, because missions was not something we had ever talked about. So I was just caught off guard. So my reaction was just like, I didn't think it was anything that we would ever do. We had never talked about it.
But my reaction was a little bit different. My reaction was more like, that's interesting.
Interesting in two different ways.
Interesting.
For me, one way for me and one for you.
In a lot of ways. So that was the point where we really started leaning into that possibility. We started praying about it a lot. I was able to get involved on a mission trip to Kenya in, I think, September of that year, or September of 2024.
August of 2024.
August of 2024.
Close enough.
Our church is very involved at Lighthouse, and that's how I was able to get on that trip. But we started leaning into it. We started praying about it. We got on that trip. We were able to go on a vision trip in May of 2025. And everything there, lots of meetings went on, and everything there just really very much seemed to suit us and whatever gifts that we might have. Every which way we turned, doors opened left and right, and it was just kind of a remarkable experience.
Absolutely, yeah. So we didn't just come up with Kenya on our own. It was a mission that our church already supported. They were very familiar with, friends very familiar with it. So it is one that someone looked at us and said, hey, I think this is where you would fit well. And
it was a long process, and it was remarkable to watch God move in
yeah,
it.
Absolutely.
Daddy, how long will we be in Kenya?
We're planning on being there long term. Our goal is really to be there as long as we are physically able to be there.
All right, Wes, so you shared that we're planning on being there long term. How often will we be able to come back home?
Well, that's kind of got two answers to it. So initially we're going to be there for a 2-year stint. And the reason that we're going to do that is because about the 6-month mark, homesickness really starts setting in, culture shock is setting in, and you have to stay there long enough so that you get over that hump and you get more acclimated to the culture. So if we come home when we're very homesick and we're very culture shocked, we may not want to go back. Yep. And that's not our goal. So what we want to do is make sure we're acclimated well before we start coming home for our yearly furloughs. Now, every year after that second year, we're going to come home once a year to do fundraising, support raising, to represent Lighthouse at churches and to visit family.
Yeah, we'll visit all of our partnering churches during that time. We'll get to spend some time with Eve, and we will do any support raising that we need to do to keep on going, to keep us there.
That's the plan.
Yep.
What are we gonna be doing in Kenya?
We're both going to have roles at Lighthouse. I'm going to be the mission advisor for theology and pastoral care. And basically what that means is I'm going to be serving as the advisor, the theological advisor to the mission director. I'm also going to be teaching in the Bible school and helping to develop curricula in the Bible college there. And I'm also going to be going out to the Lighthouse churches probably about once a week, visiting a church per week and serving those pastors in any way that they need to be served.
And I will be serving as the volunteer coordinator in Kenya. And what that basically is just I'll be doing a bunch of logistical stuff. There's a lot of mission teams that come over every year. They do pastors' conferences, women's conferences, marriage conferences, church builds, those type things. There's visiting physicians that come over, and I'll just help with all the logistical stuff on the Kenya side to get them there and make sure they have housing when they get there and food and all of that kind of stuff.
She's going to be making sure everything is smooth for the missionaries that come over short term.
Yes. So our next question is one actually for the kids. And Eve's home for Christmas break, so we're going to go talk to both Eve and Levi and get their answers. How do you feel about us moving to Kenya?
Good and bad.
Good and bad. Can you tell me what's bad?
Well, I'm gonna miss my family and my friends.
Yeah, we are going to miss them, but we're going to stay in contact with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regularly. What are you most excited about?
The monkeys.
The monkeys. Does everybody in our family like the monkeys?
I think so.
There's
Except Dad.
Yep.
He doesn't like them.
There's one person that doesn't like them. It's Dad. But Mommy and you are both really excited about the monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go inside and check with Eve and see how she feels. Hey, Eve. How do you feel about us moving to Kenya?
Well, I mean, I've been pushing y'all towards it since like day one.
She really has. Before we were even like 100% sure, she knew.
I mean, before the offer even came through, I used to joke all the time about y'all moving to Africa.
That's true, very true.
It's gonna be a little hard, y'all being on the other side of the world, but I have a good community around me to help prepare me for that. But I'm all for it. It's God's will for y'all.
That's awesome. She's been 100% supportive since day one, honestly. Since really before day one. We often ask her if she's trying to get rid of us. Another question we get regarding Eve is, will she be able to visit us in Kenya?
Yes, hopefully.
Absolutely.
I'll have certain vacation times that I can use to come over, and I plan to hopefully at least come over to Kenya once a year.
We're going to be very intentional about that time during the 2-year stint where we're not able to come home. We want to make sure she's able to come visit us during that time. So the answer ultimately is at least once a year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yep. But we'll talk to each other every single day.
I have to remind myself not to call you at night, or else I'm going to call you like at midnight your time.
Time zones is going to be a thing.
It's going to be a real thing.
Hey, Levi, do we have to learn a new language?
Yes, we have to learn Swahili.
Swahili. Are you excited?
Yes, Jumbo.
Jumbo, that's right. Good job.
Jumbo.
Nzuri. Good.
Jumbo.
Very good.
Jumbo means hello.
Jambo means hello. He's right. We're going to be learning Swahili. When we first get to Kenya, we'll spend about a month in Kenya, and then we're going to go spend about 3 months in Tanzania for language training. It'll be full immersion language training. They only speak Swahili there. So we'll spend our mornings with a tutor, and then in the afternoons after lunch, we'll be going out to the market and talking to the people in the market, purchasing bananas or whatever, and trying to purchase them without any English. It's going to be fun, interesting, and I'm going to be honest, it's what I'm the most scared about. Our next question is about this, our property, our land. Everyone wants to know, what are we going to do with the land?
So the land is land that has been in our family for about 3 generations. My grandfather had a tract of land. He split it up amongst his 3 sons, and then my dad handed it down to me, and they moved up the road a little ways and built a new house there. So our land is family land. We're gonna be here. My uncle lives pretty close, so he'll be able to keep an eye on it, and it's gonna be here so that we have a place to come, kind of like a home base when we come home for furlough.
Another common question we get is, do you have to raise all of your own support?
And the answer to that is yes. And it's really been a very rewarding process of raising support for ourselves. There are some mission organizations where all of the support is already raised and they just go on the assignment. Our situation is much different. It's a very small mission, so we do have to raise all of our support. But to us, it's a lot more than simply bringing the funds in to go on this mission. It's about bringing a team of people around us who believe in the work that God is doing in Mombasa and who want to be invested in the mission with us. And what's really rewarding about raising our own support is all of the people who are giving are also praying for us as we go and as we serve there in East Africa. And the other day I actually came home from a support raising appointment, and I genuinely felt like I was making friends in this process, because a lot of the people that I talk to, I know them, but I have not known them that well. And as I talk to them, as we have these appointments, I really get to know people, and it's been a lot of fun in a lot of ways.
Very rewarding. Yeah. How can people give?
So I'm going to put the donate link down in the description of this video and also the address. So if you feel led to give, be aware that our organization doesn't have any administrative overhead. So 100% of the funds go into an account for us, and that'll be our direct giving link down in the description.
How about people that can't give financially? How do they support?
You can support us through prayer. Prayer and encouragement is vital in this ministry. We just ask that you commit to pray for us regularly. And if you sign up for our newsletter, you'll get very specific ways to pray for us on a regular basis.
And I'll put the link to the newsletter down in the description of this video as well.
People also ask us a lot if they can share our story. Wes, can people share our story?
Yes, we would love for you to share our story. Again, I will put the link to the newsletter in the description. That's one way to do it. Of course, there's this YouTube channel as well. But yeah, absolutely, feel free to share about what we're doing in our story.
Thanks for letting us hijack
The camera.
Yeah, and take over. Did you have fun? You got bored at one point though, didn't you? And quit asking questions. We had a good time hijacking the
camera.
The camera. We had fun taking over. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.